All right. We should be live now.
1 minute remaining. I'll lead with the University of Michigan sentiment prelim.
And we started just in time for the preliminary data to start coming down the pike. You probably hear it on the stream. We're getting it in about 20 seconds. So go to Financial Juice and check out the data as it comes out live. Let's see, who's here with us? TK, Shark, Isaac, Hog. Nice to see you guys.
10 seconds.
If you need the link to Financial Juice here in the daily plan text chat. Alrighty. What is it?
71 spot 2, 71 spot 2 as expected. Expectations prelim 67 spot 3, 67 spot 3 as expected. Michigan condition prelim 77 spot 4, 77 spot 4, higher than the forecast of 76 spot 9. 5-year inflation prelim 2.9%, 2.9%, lower than the forecast of 3%.
Inflation
1-year
expectations
inflation
came
prelim
lower.
3.3%, 3.3%, lower
That's
than
exactly
the
what we
forecast of
wanted.
3.5%.
That should send the stock market a bit higher, no? Wow, did that thing drift lower or what just now? Yeah, that drift lower was in the last hour. Crap. How did Apple do today?
Seeing some downside in dollar and strength in S&P.
Looks like it dipped again, but I mean, this is a great opportunity maybe to get that long here on the day. Yeah, look at that. Tap that peak in your distribution. I gotta lock that so I don't drag it around. Yeah, that was excellent little buying opportunity. With inflation, expected inflation over the next year to 5 years down, that's very, very good. Long-term inflation expectations are anchored and are heading towards 2%, which is what the Federal Reserve wants, which means they are less likely to hike, which means we hopefully could continue going up in some respects. However, with growth and inflation, the way things are going, not every single country is going to be doing better than the United States. Because not every single country, for example, I saw some more downgrades for China growth and for Asia Pacific growth. Actually, it was somewhere around here. Oh. Oh yeah, Singapore. Singapore cuts 2023 GDP growth outlook by half to 1.5% on weak exports. Yeah. Let's see here. Amid a weak global economy...
Treasuries pair drop after expected inflation gauges decline.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I forgot to mute him. Amid a weak global economy and sluggish demand among key trade partners like China. Yeah, so you can go through here and see a ton of stuff when it comes down to China growth here in the macro to micro channel. Also, I posted some new stuff on the geopolitics of what's going on. A lot of, like, for example, this. U.S. Follow U.S. to de-risk China, Australia urged. And then the whole text there, if it's too tiny, you can just read it here. But, yeah. Expectations for Australia are to try... There's some people within Australia politically who are saying, oh, stop hanging out with China, guys. Stop hanging out with China. Let's see here. All right, gotcha. Alrighty. That'd probably be a good time to check out the chat for the live stream. Hello, Meta. Nice to see you, as always. Oh, there's a in the preview window. Hold on a second. Yeah, there you go. Now you have more chart on the screen. I don't know why that happened. Yeah. And that was actually a great time for chart suggestions because I was just mostly concerned about that inflation expectation and how equities would have reacted to it. And because the inflation expectation obviously came out lower than forecast, that's actually really good for stocks. So the low for Apple, for example, could be in, let's go NVIDIA. Oh, also, I forgot I have to reduce my screen sharing resolution here while I'm doing the live stream. Just so that then I have extra data to push out to the live stream for you guys. Let's see here. NVIDIA looks very, very similar to Apple. Wow, check that out. Also at the 75th. Yeah, this is I mean, you'd probably have to stop out once you start getting around sub 390, which is, you know, don't get me wrong, that's actually quite a move, right? To hold all the way down to here, like. But you know, you also get some uniformity here, so long you understand this risk, that buying a low down here, you know, you might have some drift lower before you get your pop. This is like a nibble situation. You just take little nibbles. When your uncertainty is higher than normal, you just take a little nibble. You never overcommit yourself. Okay. What else is there? Euro USD. Well, probably not giving this thing today, so I'm just going to remove that. That's probably not going to happen. Let's check out Aussie dollar. Man, Aussie dollar got hammered. It was doing so well yesterday. It went up like 100 pips from this low. Yeah, looks like I got stopped. Yeah, I got stopped out on that one. Well, that sucks. But I still like this low, so I'm going to go ahead and take another shot at this. Obviously, this stop was probably a little too tight, right? The stop probably should have been like down here in order reasonably to account for any more double taps like this. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and place a trade here. So let's see, what's that price level? It's like S2 on the month. 6442, yeah. It's like a 70 pip stop, but the take profit can be like, here, let's look at our closing odds. The take profit probably can be like this as 0.5, 66.59. So it's like a 2.2 risk to reward ratio. If that works out, that'll definitely cover all the little paper cuts for sure. No problems taking that. Oh yeah, I should probably I can turn on the face cam. Let's see here. Device. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. Do-do-do. Hello, you guys. Nice to see you. Yeah, now's probably just decent time for requests, in all seriousness. If there's not enough people watching to do requests, I'll just be hanging out here in the Discord. In the stage here, hanging out, and then you guys can come in here. You can raise your hand when you get into the audience, and then request to speak, and then we can hang out and go over charts. Or you can just hang out here in the audience if you want to listen and see what I'm up to. Let's see here. How about I put on... Oh, hold on. I should probably have not kajiggered with that drawing. There we go. So that's the drawing. That's the stop out there. So the new position. Let's see here. Entry price 651. Let's see here. Orders. Positions. 6659 and 442. So that's the setup that I got going. And the time on that will be probably till end of month. Obviously, that's a preferable stop in this situation. I'd rather get stopped out here rather than potentially hold it all the way down to here. But, you know, if dollar gets super strong for whatever reason next week, there is this opportunity. Don't know where you'd exactly want to put your stop at, but something like that. Targeting this far off peak. Yeah. Something along those lines. So let's see here. The USD CAD trade. That is, oh man, the internet is going a little kaputs on me here this morning. Okay, there we go. USD CAD is still in profit by about 50 pips. That was just such a solid entry. And then we got euro dollar, which has been bleeding out here. So I got this set up right here. That one's still live and going. But it's not moving all too much. That kind of sucks. That really does kind of suck. Let's see. Let's go down to the week closing odds. Hello, Prinsley. Oh my god, I'm looking at the stream and it's only just showing my face cam coming up now. Yeah, internet's slow today. That sucks. And the indicator failed to load there. Great. Change the time frame. But thing reload. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it goes kaput, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on how much time TradingView gives it to load. So let's see here. The entry was long, roughly around there. And this says roughly 70% of the time we end the week above the entry. Cool. How about for the month? So the entries here in this bin. So that's roughly 55, 56% of the time this trade will end the whole month in profit. Okay. Obviously, this is definitely going to get stopped out if we see any more movement lower. But I would, again, rather get stopped out on this, on the crack of that new low, and then buy down here in the upper half of 108. Alrighty. Seems like this is going to be a pretty short stream. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty straightforward today. Maybe it's because I didn't start the stream so early. Sorry, I got to... no humidity in this place. The heat was on all night, so... did a bit of tossing and turning with a scratchy throat and just trying to take care of it. Okie-doke. Well, I'll be hanging out here in the Daily Plan Discord. Otherwise, it was a nice little short stream. We went over the economic events I cared about today, which was the inflation expectations, which were better than expected. So we should see some sort of continuation of risk on at this point. That's my expectation. How is Apple doing? That's kind of like a huge numero uno trade. Yeah, it's printing green. That's nice to see. What will be even nicer if going into the next week. Actually, you know what? One thing I have read so far of the weekly outlooks that I've covered, of that I've been sent so far, I have like 30 open tabs of outlooks that I got to post in the Discord. A big thing from Westpac and ASB and ANZ, all the Australia, New Zealand outlooks, they're all talking about RBNZ next week. So let's do New Zealand dollar and Aussie New Zealand, the cross. Oh, check that out. that actually is exactly where I would like to take a long trade. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to do that. Okie doke. Let's see here. What's the stoppage gonna be? It's probably gonna be that S2 level, so let's round it. Yeah, what's this price? 5954. Okay. 5954. It's about a 50 pip stop from here. And I'm just gonna hit buy, and then I'll deal with the take profit later because it's just a good entry, in my opinion. So the entry is roughly around here. Here's the bin for that spot. Oh wow, it's something like 83% of the time this trade ends the month in profit. Those are pretty good odds for the month. Okay, and then the probability of it getting stopped out is, I believe, below here, right? So that's 15% of the time it gets stopped out, which actually I think is preferable because once you go below here, you're now dealing with these super, super low probabilities. You know, if you ever wonder, you know, when you look at these distributions, like, what's going on with these small areas here? This is like a jump. So when you see these areas right here, the way I interpret these low probabilities is once you start trading in these areas, you have a much higher chance of seeing a huge jump. Because what is it saying? There's less than a 1% probability that your low comes in here, less than here, 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 here. And then right here, you go back to 1.3%, 1.66, 2.2. So you get a bump in where your lows occur for the month from a low probability area here. So my interpretation is you go from, once you start trading around here, you go from a super low probability area to the next most probable spot. So you end up with something that looks like that. And it goes fast. It goes fast, I think. Don't get me wrong, there is still some probability that you bottom out like at S2 or at S2.5. There's some probability there that you bottom out, but it's like less than 1%. Yeah. Okey-doke. So, I think that'll be the stream for the day. We put on 2 trades. We got stopped out of Aussie dollar, slapped that one back on. That trade's now back in profit. It's up like 7 pips. New Zealand dollar hit my monthly expectation where I wanted it to go for the low of the month. I was able to put on my long trade now. It's in like a, you know, I had to pay the spread, so I'm in like a 1 or a 2 pip drawdown right now, so doesn't matter. But yeah, that's a pretty good margin of safety on the stop on that one. Oh yeah, I should probably figure out like a target. Should probably figure out a target. Truth be told, it's gonna be on the harder side to figure out a target for this one here. I mean, I can set some baseline threshold, right? I can just say I'm going to hold this to the end of the month because 83% of the time, 85% of the time, the close for this month occurs above where I got in. So I think that's going to be the trade plan. So let's do that. Individual positions. let's do entry is, what is it, 9 by 4. Cool. Take profit really can be any level because it's a time-based take profit, hold till end of month, or until maybe I hit a weekly top. I don't know. Pretty good odds, though, that it'll make some money. So I'll just set that at 61 for now as a placeholder. And stop level. Let's see. Stop level, I already have that set 0.594. Oh, so that's actually my stop level. I gotta set that to 6. And the actual entry level was, oh, it was actually 6005. Cool. So I got right in there at the psych level, right, guys? The psych level. Oh man, I wonder why this psych level would hold. It's almost like there's a it's almost like 20% of the time you bottom out around this area for the month. I wonder why 61 didn't hold, but 60 is holding. Or at least 60 had this 60 price level, I think, has a higher probability of holding based off these odds than 61, because, well, look at where 61 is. If I draw this line, I put in the coordinates. This peak comes in above 61, so either this low was going to come in like 20, 30 pips above 61, or just barely close to it. But you can see, very relative to these peaks, these are pretty low odds of catching your low in this specific area. So why would 61 want to hold here? Yeah, this is at least a decent example of showing, like, hey, you know, when your distribution of low returns doesn't match up with your actual y-axis expectations, it's like, I don't know. maybe wait till you see a peak in your distribution and you're at a psych level before looking at psych levels super serious. Oh, cool. The New Zealand dollar trade went into micro pip profit. Like seeing that. All right, now I'm getting to the point where I'm like obsessively looking at my net positions. That's usually the sign that I need to go away from the computer, or I need to go and start, you know, programming or helping out you guys here in the Discord. Yeah, if you want to get these tools, just hit me up. Go to Boss Benchmark Swap Store. $100 a month gets you this, yield differentials, all this other stuff. It's cakewalk, and you get access to me myself, so I'll be able to walk you through how to use all this stuff. Alrighty, you guys. I'm starting to feel a little better. The water has been helping. I'll be hanging out in the Discord, and I'll start taking like chat requests now, so you guys can come up to the speaker spot if you want to hang out, chat with me for the next few hours. Alrighty, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a bit, and have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday, and hopefully on the normal streaming schedule. I'll try and figure out the whole sleep situation over the weekend. It's really thrown me off. Alrighty, you guys. In a bit, best of luck. Take care. Have a good weekend.